someone anywhere is a game of chance. You'll never know what you find. Sometimes it could be a connection, but not necessarily the kind you were seeking. Be open to anything.
Am I that disappointing?
No, sorry, I didn't mean, you look familiar. Do I know you?
I'm Ray.
Yeah, I know, but I have a feeling we've met.
No, I would remember you.
Why's that?
Why? Because you're pretty cute.
Is that a question?
It's a statement with a little upturn on the end.
Oh, okay. It's just, you seem very familiar.
I'd say that's a good thing.
It could be,
Unless you're mistaking me for someone awful.
like,
Like an ex-boyfriend who happens to be a piece of shit. Pardon my French.
if it was French, it would be merde.
Very nice.
I just can't help but feel a sense of foreboding.
Sense of foreboding. Did we just slip into a 19th century romance novel?
I happen to like romance novels.
I like Stephen King novels, but I don't talk like a character out of The Shining.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm going to go read it again.
Okay, you do that. Will you let me know what you find?
Maybe. We'll see how the rest of this goes.
Fair enough. Do you still have that sense of foreboding?
Yes, I do, but it's not foreboding in a bad way.
You do know the meaning of foreboding.
Yes, I do. Can we just move on?
Okay, well, what are we moving on to?
Tell me something about yourself.
That's a big move. Is this a job interview?
Some of my ex-boyfriends might say dating me is work.
Well, then I'm thinking of applying for the job.
Well,
Okay, a little about me. I grew up on the east side of town in a middle-class neighborhood, raised by wolves.
you mean wolves.
I mean, wolves. Mark and Sandra Wolf. They were my adopted parents.
You were adopted?
Yes.
Foreboding.
You have something against adoption?
No, not at all. It's just, go ahead. Tell me more.
I had a pretty good childhood, and
By what standards?
mine. My folks didn't have a lot, but they never let me want for anything. I had good clothes, good toys, went to camp. They always checked to make sure I did my homework, and they made sure I knew I was wanted.
By the police?
Yes. They wanted me to be sure to never leave the house without my disguise so I wouldn't be recognized.
Well, I thought I recognized you.
And they failed miserably. The next time I'm visiting them, I'm going to burn my adoption papers.
Don't do that.
I was kidding. There's that upturn again. That sounds like a question.
Have you really seen your adoption papers?
I think so. Why?
Nothing.
Well, it must have been something, or you wouldn't have asked.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Okay, admittedly, we've just met, but I have a feeling like it's really something. Call it a sense of foreboding.
You're not funny.
Actually, I thought it was hilarious. Look, if you can't be honest with me from the get-go, we might have trouble down the road, assuming there's a road, and I think there could be.
I do too, but it might not be the kind of road you're thinking of.
I'm open to paved or cobblestone.
I don't do metaphors.
I hear they're really big in romance novels.
I'm not into mocking either.
Denise, I'm really not thinking anything other than I'd like to get to know you.
Well, that could be bad.
How? You seem to be hitting it off. At least it's been comfortable talking to you.
I know, but what if I told you we could be related?
I'll bet you say that to all the guys.
I'm serious.
This is a new one for me. You remind me of an ex-boyfriend. Sorry, you're not my type. I've never gotten, we might be related.
Before I was born, 3 years, my mother had a baby. She was a teenager and wasn't married. My grandparents were pretty religious. So they made her carry the baby to term and then put him up for adoption.
Him.
It was a baby boy.
Yeah, I figured that. Okay. How old are you?
42. How old are you?
45. A lot of baby boys get adopted.
He was adopted by a family on the other side of town.
And I'm sure there are a lot of families on the other side of town that adopts. In fact, Stu Miller,
Who?
the kid I went to high school with, he was adopted. Maybe he's your brother.
Maybe.
Look, as I said, there's something about you that I find intriguing. If we're not related, I think we could hit it off. Shit, even if we are related, I'd still like to know you. Sis.
Not funny.
I mean, someday, one way or another, we'll be laughing about this. I promise.
What do we do?
We both get DNA tests.
And if we're related?
I'll introduce you to Stu Miller.